Hello, art lovers. Welcome to the Art Bit, the time that we get to put the spotlight on various art forms. The name is Chisomo Nyurenda, and today on Art Bit, we're talking music. We're going to be having a chat with Richard Billy, who is a music producer. We're going to get to know him more in a bit, but for now, tell another art lover that Art Bit is on your screens. Do not go anywhere. Please do stay with us. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I am good. Welcome to the Art Bit.
Thank you very much.
Zodiak.
I want to I'm winning. I win you.
So I was telling people, Woody, in our program today, I'm going to be having a chat with Richard Billy, a music producer. But I would want to give you this chance to just describe yourself in your own words.
Yeah, first of all, Richard Billy is the name, you know. How that name came into being is another story, really interesting. But I am somebody who loves music. You know, when they hear something, nimakazuri ndachifira you know nyimbo ije kama imakaya kundi suntari zozizori you know I want to know what kuda maganiza yana mina mavanga zimezi artist maganiza yana you know zinto ngati zimezo. So I'm somebody who loves music and somebody who wants to replicate or you know try to remake that feeling again.
All right, interesting. Richard, I want you to share with us, Goody. When was the time that you realized, Goody, I think in Eoru I can produce music. I think in Eoru because of a beat. I think in Eoru I can mix music. When was that and how did you actually discover that? We really want to hear that story.
So ndili ku primary. Let's say maybe ngati kuliga rap battle kajani chani funa ma art case and I used to do beatboxing back in the day.
Okay.
Right? So now I stumbled upon FL Studio when I was probably less than the age.
FL Studio is what,
the software that I used to make music. Yeah. So I stumbled on that ndili standard, probably less than the age, you know, I have nothing to do well, you know. Ndibe banga basi mankusesa pakhomo jani nde munthu amene amabweresayo anabweresa kuti akuzamphunzitsa m'bale wanga.
Okay.
Right? Ndipo mphunzitsa m'bale wangapo I was just that kid in the background ngona kudichitika ndichano mene you know.
Yeah.
And then I discovered zeni maganiza zija nditha kuzipanga apa and then atachokapo pamene namba nokusewelesano zinthu and then I discovered I think this must feel wambili and then basi just from there and you know
the rest is history.
The rest is history. I linked up with Zeze Kingston via VGIs and ended up making the Tiraban.
That
one.
Okay.
That one. Right? And then fast forward, I remember I was making beats, Chanchani, and then I made some beat. I was like, who should I send this to? Sent it to VGIs. I was like, who do you see on this? Right? And then he was like, honestly, I don't know. I was like, I'm going to message this. Sent the beat to Zeze, and then bas Azeze. I wonder. I didn't miss the sample, and then that's how Paga came into being.
Paga Wajoka. Oh, so you're the guy behind that beat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. So now, fast forward, and I wouldn't know. I think attraction. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to link up with my artist and then, because usually how I link up to it, makara kuzinjoizi, quote unquote kuzinjoizi. Mabila ndi umayanchanchani, you know, I go there and be like, you know what, let me not just enjoy. Networking as well, you know. I hit up and I say, I know yanchanchani magan tiankula. Basi tiankula na yanchanchani. And then fast forward, ended up making Munditenga now by Tuno. Yeah, that was me as well. And then, you know, fast forward, I linked up with Fada.
Fada.
Yeah, Amina Jao.
The guy that has been making headlines in 2024.
Yeah, him. So we linked up. First time we made Msanditawe, and then we ended up making Kuala, and then fast forward we made Kotali.
Basically, those are like most of his hit songs.
Yeah.
So you're the guy behind that.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All
Yeah.
right, man. Big up to you. I say you
you,
know. This is me personally, just appreciating your art. You know, when you're doing my beat, how does it work usually for the times that you've been producing music? What are the instances that you've come across? Umabanga mabidi usakuzowa nkomo uri igabezeka kwandani, I don't know, ndikungobanga beat because lelo I feel like I have great
I feel like,
ideas,
hey.
or fadamoto wandibezala kufuna beat. How does it work with you?
Usually, in Neo, I make beats of my ideas.
Okay.
Chomandoganiza bantu mafuna ndijibangeja kuri ideas anata first my ideas so ndama takutawa yosa kumbuya kuti ndimaganiza yana.
Yeah.
And then you make that umata kuntumizira uwekana kuti ine imene sindikuyifira kuntumizira ine sindikuyifira basi beat chandunga. Years later ndikuza pezeza kuti munthu wina wake ndoti hey beat yabwino chichani koma no I meant this kale you know zimakhala choncho usually for me, yeah. Komanso pamakhalanso ma instance aja kuti munthu oti wabwera wandipeza ndifuna beat ziveka chakuti. For one thing I've learned about my artist, they explain their beats or whatever they want in a very interesting way.
Okay.
They also, as a beat maker or producer, you're supposed to know what, okay, akana zoti ndofuna izifika ngati chalo basi pamadzi ndekuti afuna chakuti. Because yes,
Okay.
they do that.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, so now I'm talking to Mizolo Vieni, asizifika bumbucha. Then now I want you to come akano akuvega kuti ndijani, you know. That's when you can actually make the beat. Usually for me, it takes about an hour, 2, 3. One time is none matter kupezoti ndabanga nazoti think baba ndaroba ndokagona ndipita kagona ndibwera soma I know it's not hitting pita kagona mpaka wiki yose beat mozi. Just depends on how inspired you are. Sometimes even 30 minutes is makhazo zateka. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, Kumalawi kuno, even everywhere, when you have art, you want it to give you money at the end of the day. You want to get something out of it. We're not doing things for free anymore out here.
Yeah.
I would love if you would share. Is this something that you support yourself financially with? Zimatega bobo ndituri. Okay. Ndinabanga chakuri. Because of ndrama zoti ndinapangira produce nyimbo in 2024 ndichakuloza chakuti
50-50.
Okay.
To be honest, yeah. I think in DG4 so my artist ambi mabizoti awugwira ntchito ena wabanga business nake uwawimba.
Is producing music your full-time job?
No, it's not. I happen to be working in the bank, right? That's what I do during the day. And during the night, I do music production and make those videos and all that, right? That's me just loving my art. You know what? Siningango see rados and tuzi, because zima jitika sori. Antawangwamba kugwira ntchito ndima busy ndikutopa ndijani basi kusia.
Another burning question for you. Most people, they undermine my music producers. My genre, I'm a piano, afro, all those type of things. Like, my producer, computer, many, amango color, bedi, laptop, and then into the taker. They believe good as a producer, uzimba guitar, uzimba, and the keys and all that. How do you look at that? Do you think that is true?
Again, 50-50. Because right now, with the PC, you can do a lot.
Okay.
Right? But you also have to know what you're doing.
Okay.
Because, especially now, more so than ever, we have these tools as producers. But my producers, and then you infuse them in your production. And sounds like you did nothing, right?
Yeah.
You just took each right? So that is production still, but you're doing it mindlessly, like without aim or whatsoever, and it doesn't feel like you wouldn't look at this thing and be like, yeah, I am proud of that baby. No, I feel like knowing an instrument is can be very essential for a producer to know, right? I don't know anything. I just know what I know in my mind, but learning keyboard, you can play the trumpet or whatever instrument, right, can be very essential in your production, and it can even speed up your workflow, right? But if not, if you can help it, learn. If you can help it, learn, because it's very good. But if you can't, just make sure you know what you're doing instead of just taking EG, DG, DG,
So it's not just about mastering the software itself. You also have to be
you have
creative.
to, yeah, you have to be creative.
Still on the same issue, though, there is the coming in of AI, where
Ooh.
people can just,
Just,
abracadabra, and then, it is there. How do you look at the future of organic music production with the coming in of AI, where someone can just breath something with a text and kufuna chakuti chakuti chisimve kamakuti makuti, and then AI pamene yapo.
Yeah, it's scaring me even because I try like this website. Yeah, it's called, I think, Suno AI or something like that. I tried. Nabida video. Ndozori ndofuna nyimbo ziveka chakutia kuti.
And
I
they,
am Bejani, and it spit out exactly what I wanted.
oh my goodness.
And I'm like, hey, because not only producers, but my artist team are songwriters as well. Hey, and but I believe there's a way of infusing the AI and your own creativeness to make something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I really want you to do us a favor. There might be someone watching. Hey, making beats, mixing, mastering, all these kind of things. But I don't even know where to start from. I want you to take us through the softwares that you use. What can someone do? Would I figure about apunzile beat making and craft help, like, grow their craft to do figure about
Panoba, it's very easy to learn.
Okay.
Right? Because in time when my post my smartphone so there's no YouTube, there's no journey. I was using stock sounds to make whatever I was making journey, and I was thinking to myself, "What isn't this just to listen to them later and be like,
What was these?
yeah. So right now, I'd say we get my software as alipa mbili omwe antoto magwisa ntchito, in Cubase, in your Studio One and all that. Just do your research on how my interface zake amaonekera and what would suit you best and also go on YouTube a lot. For Banova, YouTube is the place to go if you want to do something. Antaupuza magali modo wendes via YouTube, right? So you can learn anything via YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So
YouTube University.
exactly.
Yeah.
When assignment go YouTube, and just be invested in what you're trying to do. Banova, it's very easy to see like progress in a short while. Kosiana ndi nthawi imene jayodo mango says, oh, what does this do? And then ubanga vene bobo, and then it takes you like a while to actually get your way, through a lot of things. But right now, if you see what you know what you want, you know how exactly to go about it, and fast forward, give yourself 6 months, you'll be somewhere, and from there, network with people. You can you can try out your skills on them, and then we also develop each other, and then from there, no se muzibita kutsogolo.
All right, I'm sure you've heard that. I mean, I'm going to tips and tricks on how best to go about music production. A lot of people, Richard, would say, a lot of people that know you or that follow you would probably say 2024 was like the year for you, was like a big year, I should say, for you. What would you say about it?
2024 was definitely monumental, but I wouldn't want to say 2024 was my biggest year. No, I feel like I can do more.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm striving for. Say my success I think this is it. You need to always look forward and be like, okay, Izotabanga, praise to Allah, and then you move forward with that. Okay, yeah. So I don't want to say 2024 is my biggest year. I want to say I'm working towards my biggest year Yeah, let me put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My final question to you is that 2024 and the 2023 and the 2020. See, ever since you started music production, what can you point at and say, "Good, hey, Kuma, beat ya with it, beat ya nyimbo ya with it." Hey, manager, I sit back and I'm like, I mean, January, ne? Kuma zida so kuma so bela manja. I think that one was something.
Yeah, libo angabo. Kumano, let me just point out the two is would be Ndatrabanoyo because I made that and I didn't like that. I really did not.
Okay.
Right? I was like, is this one? Kumano, I feel like we're not gonna
Yeah.
just easy bit.
Yeah.
You know? I made that. There's another because that time I was south there. So he heard that, he was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me link up with the producer. I'm releasing my EP next week. Commando, this one is going to be the first track in there. Magad. And then when he sent back what he did, I was like, oh, now I like it. I wanted Zanyaro. You know, and fast forward, I think the Gudali beat is nice as well because I was trying out in
Oh,
and
yeah.
it ended up, sounding nice. So I think those ones I look at them and be like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your time, having us in your space. Kuri DJs there. Some of these people among us the social media, but TikTok and all that, and it ends there. But we had to come here and hear your story. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And that is how we wrap up our artist profile segment here inside the Art Bit. We're going to move on next to our Believe It or Not segment, and stay there for our behind the scenes because Richard Bailey is going to take us through some of these beats, the processes, how he started working on the beat from scratch, and then kufika body nyimbo ija niyo beat ija nkumaimva and ndikumavina so nyimbo bwino. Stay there, do not go anywhere.
Ababa, I'll just quickly take you guys through how I made Godari. I've done a video on this before, but so I'm gonna do it again. We started with Kasinth Aga, which is cashmere. It's just when Makambas just taking something and then making something of your own, right? So this is basically what it sounded like. So I didn't like the ending. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut that out entirely. So this I think sounded very nice. So it's just continuous, just like that. And then from there, it was a matter of kupanga no layout, into surround the beat itself, which is my percussion, is majani, and all that. So first of all, my plug synth, my percussion. This is what they sounded like. Yeah, and on top of that, more plug synths right here. Those I had. And then on top of that, that's when you can add because you have something that encompasses the whole thing now. I think you can hear this in the start. That's called a pad, which usually does ethereal and just setting the whole mood of the beat, either dark or bright and low. And then there are these little throws of tingarians, my voices mezi komano kungojipanga chimenecho chondiwika with reverb zambirimbiri. It's gonna add some sort of feel to the beat like that. You really can't hear it komano. I think at the end of the day mazaremelesa know everything, What you heard was a riser, which increases tension mu beat kuti muntu zikhaupanga expect china yake kuti chikubwera, right? You can hear it in Nigerian movies kwambiri sound manager. So you can add chicho riser imodzi, mariser awiri and mariser atatu ambirimbiri just to actually spice up manage into chikuvere. So there's actually like 4 risers here. Right? And then ugo after riser yakumanza bwano a crash yowonesa neno kuti okay zomwe ndimafuna izo zila baba. Right? So there's a crash and a growl. A growl is something that you can usually hear in dubstep, but the growl that I used ababa sounded like this. That. So it's a combination of zinto zambiri mbiri. There's a deep growl and an even deeper one. So if you add that and that, it's gonna give you, yeah. And then palichi basi jajina yakuna sama ndifosa kuti chindijani when imefika wow. It's basically that. Chimenejo. So that adds everything into everything. So basically, if you combine the jazz we discussed in the beginning and everything that you can see here, it sounds like this. There's that, and you can hear the Kalito voice here too. Though Abanga combines menezo and a few other elements, sounds like this. And a few other additional elements, it's gonna sound like this. And then talk about that's when you begin to add in zilunga and log drum ajano good to avini. So this is what the log drum sounded like. And then so if you play everything now, this is Vegano Jonji. My project and we're going to spend the whole day because it was but yeah, just think that's essentially basically everything that built the beat.